Elon Musk changes his name. Elizabeth Warren goes nuts on him. We're going to go back to old video footage where they said to defy courts. Same with Ocasio AOC. This is going to be a great show. We have some Victor Davis Hansen later, and we're going to see Elon Musk shoot off a rocket. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. First, let's check in on CNN, where they announce Elon Musk's new name on Twitter.
Disruptor-in-chief Elon Musk, who apparently has adopted the alias, at least he changed his social media handle to Harry Balls, tweeted this morning, "Democracy in America is being destroyed by judicial coup. An activist judge is not a real judge." And as for the commander-in-chief, Musk, who apparently has adopted the alias, at least he changed his social media handle to Harry Balls.
Let's cut to Elon Musk's Twitter account. Okay, here we are on Elon Musk's new name, Harry Balls, as they launch a rocket. Look at this.
3, 2, 1.
See, Elon Musk is a great American, not just for the work he's doing in DOGE, but look at that beautiful rocket going into the sky. He's going to take us to Mars. He's going to put buildings on the moon. He's a genius. I was raised on Tang. My mom would get Tang. We would all follow the moon landing and all the astronauts. That was all the big thing. And then we slowly started losing our interest in the space program. Who cares? You know, what have they done since we put a man on the moon? Nothing. Nothing. All the innovation is coming from Elon Musk's company. Now, on the tantrum, more of the tantrum here. So this is back when a judge said that there can be no certain kinds of abortions in Texas. And here's AOC saying that we have to disobey the judge. And how does this apply to Trump? Is there's a judge demanding with an order for Trump and DOGE to stop shutting down programs, stop cutting pay. There's a question of its legality. And I'm going to quote to that judge what AOC is saying here, which is ignore the court.
There has been thought, I believe, given to this. Senator Ron Wyden has already issued statements, for example, advising what we should do in a situation like this, which I concur, which is that I believe that the Biden administration should ignore this ruling. I think that the courts have the legitimacy and they rely on the legitimacy of their rulings. And what they are currently doing is engaged in an unprecedented and dramatic erosion of the legitimacy of the courts. It is the justices themselves, through the deeply partisan and unfounded nature of these rulings, that are undermining their own enforcement.
So you're saying the Biden administration should ignore this court, but what does that look like? What does that actually mean?
You know, I think the interesting thing when it comes to a ruling is that it relies on enforcement. And it is up to the Biden administration to choose whether or not to enforce such a ruling.
We're going to run with that it is up to the Trump administration to decide if they're going to enforce a ruling or not. That's AOC. I have a different legal theory, but we'll go with her standard just for today. How's that? Now, Elizabeth Warren is another one undermining the Supreme Court. Back when the Supreme Court came out against Roe v. Wade, she wanted to add seats to the Supreme Court, which again, we're in support of, but only under the Trump administration. Here's Elizabeth Warren. Listen to this.
This court has lost legitimacy. They have burned whatever legitimacy they may still have had after their gun decision, after their voting decision, after their union decision.
They burned their legitimacy. I wonder if did they create smoke signals, Elizabeth, when they burned it?
They just took the last of it and set a torch to it. With
the torch, she's obsessed with fire and making smoke signals.
The Roe versus Wade opinion. I believe we need to get some confidence back in our court, and that means we need more justices on the United States Supreme Court.
Okay, quote that. Now that Trump is in office, I'm saying Elizabeth Warren says we need more justices on the Supreme Court. These are the people that are all like, it's a constitutional crisis that Elon Musk is auditing, the FBI or whatever. But it's not a constitutional crisis to say that we disagree with a ruling, so we need to pack the Supreme Court with more bodies to counter Republican appointments. Republicans, listen, under Trump, expand the Supreme Court. We're going to go from 9 to, I would say, about 21 justices would do it. So we could add Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Ted Cruz would be good. Jack Posobiec. Let's get our buddies in there. Let's throw them in there. I might even accept an appointment. I would be, if you guys tell me in the chat that you'd want me on the Supreme Court, I might consider an appointment, but only if you tell me so. Here's Victor Davis Hansen. You guys know he's my favorite guy in the world. On the legality of Elon Musk, I just think he's so eloquent. We'll hang with him for a second.
There's a lot of controversy about Elon Musk, and let's just dispel some of it right at the start. He is not a freelancer. He was appointed a government official. Donald Trump, by an executive order, created the Department of Government Efficiency, and he made Elon Musk the head of it, along with Ramaswamy, who now has resigned. Elon Musk has statutory authority. This Department of Government Efficiency is not a cabinet agency. He does not have to be approved by Congress. And only is going to last till July 4th, 2026. It's not a permanent agency.
2026, he's got about 2 years to pull this off, guys, before the whole agency goes away.
But he has the same power or lack of such as the National Security Advisor, who does not have to be confirmed by the U.S. Senate. He's more legitimate, or he has more statutory legitimacy than earlier presidential advisors like Harry Hopkins, who moved into the White House under the FDR administration, or Bernard Baruch, who basically ran 2 world wars in terms of domestic production under Woodrow Wilson and FDR. So let's just dispel the idea that he's doing anything unusual. As far as the executive orders that created the DOGE program and eliminated USAID, that was perfectly legal in itself. AID was created by John F. Kennedy in 1961 by an executive order. There was a statutory direction for the president to disperse foreign aids into a comprehensive body, but it didn't say USAID. He could do whatever he wanted. And so Donald Trump has decided to end autonomous USAID and fold it into the State Department for disaster relief or poverty relief or famine relief.
He also put that whole program under Marco Rubio to give it a little more legitimacy. Point being, it's all legal. That's a very sober-minded Victor Davis Hansen in a really cool fedora hat. And he's a fellow man from the San Joaquin Valley. So you can trust him, but he's very smart, very clever. I'm just reinforcing again, because you're going to hear all this swirl. Oh, it's illegal. It's illegal. It's unprecedented, constitutional crisis, constitutional. And he's just going, no, both the executive order, the appointment, the creation of the whole thing, everything Elon Musk is doing is legal. It has precedent. It's normal. And the Democrats are throwing a tantrum. I'm Doug in Exile. Hey, give us a subscribe. That really helps this channel a lot. So does watching another video. And of course, chiming in the comments below. Do you like this kind of episode? Do you want to see more? I'm Doug in Exile.